Hey everybody, welcome to the Hard Rock and Country Show.
You said it right.
Did I get it right?
You said it right.
You know, your end of the table is really empty there.
You're a clutter nut.
I do, I am.
I did change.
You know,
I did change my rock.
you changed your rock. And
Yeah,
is
I like this one.
Is that how you roll?
Yeah.
You get rock and roll.
I got that. I might be half asleep, but I got it.
You're from that day and age. Are you like putting these little things over here, these little squirrels? When I got Theodore right here, he could crush them little suckers.
No.
His nuts he's chewing on are bigger than them little suckers. But no, everybody's really concerned because I know they're watching. They're really concerned why I have my awesome coffee mug and you don't have your tea mug. You want to enlighten everybody what happened last time?
Got one word for you. Fly. Too many flies.
Folks, if you didn't,
one right there.
if you didn't enjoy the last episode of him having a meltdown over the flies, he had to go see a therapist after that episode of dealing
I
with
thought
the flies.
that was because I was around you.
Well, oh hey, there's a little fly. That one's a little different.
Good night. I got one on my face.
You want
here.
some? So, you're getting a little shaggy. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
When you look in the mirror.
Yeah, I know. It's rough.
It's a little bit shaggy. You know, I was at the park today.
See,
and
it
you
looks
know,
better now. I look sophisticated.
You look sophisticated, all right. You could look something. So I was at the park, and you know what's coming back in? These little kids come running by. Mullets.
Yeah.
Are coming back in.
Ain't nothing wrong with mullet.
No, Tennessee waterfall.
Uh-huh.
Business in the front, party in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a style. It's like bell bottoms. It's a style. It definitely is.
You weren't cool unless your mullet had a perm. You had to have a perm. You had to have the Billy Ray look.
Well, I figured.
I don't own the rights to that, by the way.
You had the rights to that. Well, I figured while we're on episode, we can give you a haircut right here now.
No.
Here, I'm pretty good with these.
No.
I
Those
think
are for
these.
upholstery. That's not for hair. That'll pull more than it'll pull.
Oh, we'll try it.
No.
We'll try it. And then I'm really good with these. I'm not really sure. How do you turn these suckers on? But we can get you a haircut. What kind of haircut do you want?
I'll cut my own hair first.
But
and anything with a tool scares me.
This would be a great episode.
Have you been to the hospital yet this year for an accident?
In myself or for somebody else? Hey, I
self-inflicted accuracy of pain.
I think I shot myself with a nail gun.
I think you did.
By accident.
That counts.
That does count. I cut myself with I had one of these old, I used to have an electric razor I used to shave with. And it was really old. And I cut myself.
Old enough to shave all the way?
I cut myself really bad on my neck with the electric razor. The guard was half broken on it, and it was one that had razor blades in it that were like flopping around. And the guard kind of broke
Those
them.
kind of dig in.
It kind of dig in.
And you kept using it.
I did. But if you ever noticed that when it comes to
Noreen,
things,
did you drop him on his head more than once? I mean, I don't know what else to say to that.
I'm a little tight, and so when it comes to things,
tight is not even appropriate with you. You're beyond squeaky and tight. It's Shelby-fied. We print that on a shirt. Shelby-fied. Shelby-fied.
Well,
by the way, I'm tiredly delusional. It's we talked that we wanted to film on 4th of July Day. Well, it's as accurately as the beginning of 4th of July Day. It's like 12:04 a.m. 4th of July.
That's okay. That's okay. I could trim
No.
Stars and Stripes
No.
into your hair.
Those clippers.
Everybody would love to see
pull
it.
more hair than they ever will cut.
Believe me.
I will be bleeding.
I
will be as red as Theo.
I don't think I'll hurt that bad.
No, sir.
You don't even want to do it for kind folks that are watching.
Nope.
Man, I tell you.
I'm just a fun
You're a
killer.
real party pooper, you know that?
No, I'm a fun killer.
You are a fun killer. So, what'd you do this last week, Hard Rock?
Well,
You play with any dynamite in your mining?
I don't mine, and I don't use dynamite.
Man, there's two things dynamite is good for: fishing and mining. Do you want to go fishing with me?
No.
Oh.
I don't play with that crap. I like my digits.
You like your digits?
Yeah, I do. See, well, I tell these stories and I worry about people's relatives watching. There was a guy, I'll just say that.
A guy?
That came in the barber shop.
And he used to fish with dynamite?
Might have.
Oh, okay. Nothing wrong with that.
And he had, I think, 3 fingers missing on his right hand and 2 on his left.
Okay.
And a permanent hole left in his stomach.
Oh.
Like a divot.
That's really bad.
Especially when you'd sit there and play with it. Creep me out. He said he'd come in. Old boy ate a lot of grapefruits.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of grapefruits.
A lot of grapefruits. Okay, grapefruit's good
So
for you.
he'd sit there and he'd play with his grapefruit waiting for a haircut, which I always thought it was weird that he'd want to bring food into the barber shop.
Okay.
Because there's hair floating through the air. And one day he looked over and he took that unpeeled grapefruit and he went, in that hole, I lost. He was shining it. It was like he was shining it in his divot. That'd be like me sticking an orange in this beautiful golden geode here.
Oh, that's funny.
There wasn't no holding anything in there.
Oh, mercy.
I miss the good weirdness of the cutting hair, but not the cutting hair.
The barbershop. Okay.
There was always entertainment.
Yep.
Yep. At least daily. Something provoked or excited entertainment.
I
On a regular basis.
I can definitely understand that. I can definitely understand that.
Or there was very intense, in-depth oddness.
Yeah.
I won't say conversation, I'll say oddness.
I'll tell you what, some of the scariest times when I've been having haircuts, I walked into one barbershop and it was one of those
Did
salons.
they run you out?
It was, well, I've been run out of a lot of barbershops in my life.
Me too.
And I don't understand it. I mean, I'm a pretty easygoing person.
No, he's not.
And I'm pretty likable.
Uh-huh.
Likable. And so I went in
Goofy,
and
maybe.
I said, do any of you ladies, which it should have been assigned to me, I probably was in the wrong place. There's all women, and I said, do any of you
What's
women?
wrong with women cutting hair?
Well,
let's
it's
explain
what
this.
they
We don't
say
get haters.
afterwards.
Which I just don't want no
I
haters.
said 2 things. I said, do you cut men's hair? And they said, well, we can.
Okay.
And second was, do you know how to, can you do a good flat top? They asked what a flat top was. I knew.
And
it
you
was
were dumb enough to stay.
No, I walked out of that place.
Okay.
But the next place was a girl, and I said, can you do a good flat top? And she said, well, I haven't done one since school, and that was like 15 years ago, but I'll try. And I remember coming home from getting my hair cut there. And
Was
I
it
walked in.
lopsided?
I walked in, and my wife, she looked at me, and she said, I hope you didn't pay for that. And I said, honey, I sat back down and asked her to fix it. Yeah, that was yeah.
I had a bad flat top day one day. A kid I knew, his sister was friends with my sister, and he got a flat top, and he was fidgeting a lot. He was a young man.
Fidgeting.
Yeah.
He was giving you the flat top, or you were getting?
I was giving him a flat
okay,
top.
and he was fidgeting.
Well, he would reach in and do this and do that, and he just kind of just danced a little bit. Not intentionally, but when you're doing a precise, precision, accurate flatness of a runway flat top, moving targets are hard to hit.
So So we've talked about how I get some twitches every once in a while. I get
You
twitchy.
are a twitch.
And sometimes
I didn't say a dimwit. I said a twitch.
I get nerve twitches,
And
they're kind of like almost like a version of Tourette's.
fly tape.
Yes.
Fly tape.
And fly tape. What's that? What you? My drink's fine.
Fly tape.
Okay. So.
I'm just saying that. If y'all love us, send us some fly tapes.
So.
I'm getting ate up.
You are ate up. So I get twitchy sometimes, and one of the times
Is
I
that
get
from fly tape?
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Probably from the amount of caffeine I consume.
You might consume more than I do.
Yes.
I've been winding down. Why is this room so bad with flies?
I don't know.
There's like 50 of them.
So one of the times where I get really
Here,
twitchy.
I'm gonna cover my eyes. Okay, we're good.
One of the times I get really twitchy is when I fall asleep. And I actually twitched one time. I was falling asleep in bed. I twitched one time. My whole body jumped off of the bed. Well, it's really bad.
You sure Heidi just didn't kick you?
No, she was sitting there
poor
gasping.
Saint
She
Heidi.
was gasping for breath. She couldn't stop laughing.
Did you fart on her again?
No, not that time. So she'll cut my hair. We got that barber's chair, and she cuts my hair. And sometimes I'm getting so relaxed with her cutting my hair, I'll fall asleep. And then I'll jerk.
Yeah,
Well,
I had
when
that happen one day. Guy didn't fall asleep, freaking died. Yeah. Let's move on. Changing gears. Ching. Third gear, just went into fourth.
That's horrible.
That new story.
Oh, man.
What is up with the flies?
They're
This is
really
like 3
attracted
weeks.
to you.
It's
So
because I'm so good smelling.
I'm sitting over here, and they're attracted to two types of things.
You're
One
the
might
crap,
be-
and I'm the sweet and smelling.
Well,
They are on your side of the table right now.
Have you,
Look at 'em. Look right there. Two of them.
so have you ever gotten into an impulse buy before?
An impulse buy.
Yeah, like you're at the store and they got those stupid things up by the cash
You realize
register.
I've owned 92 vehicles.
92 vehicles. You kept track of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can name almost all of them.
Really?
Yeah.
92.
Yeah.
I thought my 50 some was bad.
I'm older than you, though.
You are.
And better
You
looking.
are. You know,
I don't need a hat
I
to look
realize.
good. I mean, I've got the glasses.
I realized that, like, I'm young enough I could be your son,
Uh-huh.
and I've got a daughter the same age as your daughter.
You know, your daughter's younger.
Okay.
No? Yeah? Year.
Pretty close.
Help us out, Saint Heidi.
6 months.
6 months?
6 months.
Okay, that ain't a year.
Yeah, it ain't a year.
It's
no.
my other daughter.
Because
You know, she's
6 and 12.
you know,
is half.
she's rolling on 30.
Yeah, that's about my
And the
age.
boy's older than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So impulse buys.
Okay, so what?
You ever impulse buy something?
Wait a minute. I heard something at the Cowboy Church about
Yeah.
hose clamps.
Hose clamps.
Did you buy hose clamps?
Well, I acquired hose clamps.
Okay.
Yes. There might be a couple thousand of them in that bucket. They're all brand new, but they're good. You never know when you might need one hose clamp.
Okay.
And I've got enough for the last me a long time.
Okay.
A long time.
More than your lifetime.
Yes.
Your
Alright.
kids will inherit some hose clamps.
Yes.
More than likely for their lifetime too.
Probably.
What in the hillbilly is that?
I had to get it the other day.
You impulse bought for sure.
Yes.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
We don't own the rights to this.
Those cats were fast as
Isn't that pretty cool?
Yeah.
You can sit there and just watch that all day long.
No.
Yeah, and then I got in big trouble because the dog came up and stuck his nose in it, and his little nunchuck hit the dog's nose, and then the dog bit it. But
Little
man,
Charlie.
little Charlie,
Precious
yes.
little Saint Charlie.
Isn't that pretty cool though? It's a kung fu rabbit that makes motions. I got that and I brought it home, and you know, my wife, she asked me a lot of questions like, "Did you actually pay money for that?"
Apparently.
And I get that a lot.
How much did that cost?
I don't know.
You could have bought like a spark plug or a windshield wiper for that.
Or
And fix
candy
something.
bar. Or a candy bar.
Or mold.
Or the other half of the doorknob.
Okay. Yeah.
But I bought that because I thought that was the coolest thing for my office.
For your office.
Yes, for my office.
So when you're trying to put your work together for the week, you're going to be playing with a kid's toy that sings
inspirational
and sings a song.
It does. It sings a song and it sways and it dances.
But it's not cool because it don't take off fast enough to fly.
But most of the things that take off fast enough to fly don't come back.
Drums do.
And not all the time.
I'm gonna get
Sometimes
one.
they drone.
I'm gonna get a drone.
You're
Yep.
gonna get a drone. Okay.
Yep.
I
I made my mind up. I haven't told Erica.
I got
I
a.
haven't told Mama Bear. I gotta convince Saint Heidi to convince her that I need it.
We could go in Habsies. Do you
Okay.
think we could ride on it?
They've got them big enough now.
Do they? For big guys like you and I?
I'm not big. I'm fluffy.
You're fluffy. That is true.
I am beautiful and fluffy.
The scale didn't say fluffy. It said how many are up there.
Yeah. Hey, I lost 17 pounds.
17 pounds.
I want to lose 50 by my daughter's wedding.
Hmm.
So that's my goal.
Hmm.
But all them nachos, they didn't help any.
You
Is there a fly in
finished?
there?
No, there's not.
Okay.
Are you
I've
okay?
seen 3 or 4 on that cup.
Are you okay? Did you get what I told you last week? That every time a fly lands, it poops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you sent pictures of it. I literally about blocked you. I told Eric, I said, I'm going to have to block this boy. He's sending crappy images.
Oh, mercy. You know, if that was the worst thing that's happened to us in our lives, we'd be doing pretty good. You know that, right?
The fact that we're out here at 12:30 in the morning on 4th of July Day.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. You know, most of the time people are doing this type of thing are people that don't have wives that love them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Our wives are patiently waiting on us to take our children to bed.
Patiently? I don't know about patiently.
I think the patience is low.
I think
Saint
patience
Heidi
is-
might be needing a different outfit right now.
Yeah.
And Mama Bear is, I think, growling.
My wife.
She's
she
not
really-
cooing, she's growling.
Is she growling?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I tell my wife that when she gets that fire in her eyes, I'm like, you're kind of cute. Your eyes kind of glow like that.
Yeah, I heard you say that earlier.
Yeah.
When you made her mad.
That happens once or twice in my life.
In a minute.
In my life, yeah.
In a minute.
And
In every
but she's
minute.
a good woman. She's a really good
No,
woman.
she's a saint. I'll give her that.
So I had a debacle at my house the other day.
A what?
A debacle.
Debauchery.
Debacle.
I don't know what
And,
you're talking about.
so
Would you quit
I had-
speaking Greek?
I had to go to the bathroom.
No, wait a minute. This is a
And,
G-rated
And I went to...
epic series of laughter, not toilet talk.
So I had to go to the
But
bathroom.
you were texting me pictures of poop last week.
Well, there's fly poop.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still poop.
there's pictures of flies.
Poop.
So I had to go to the bathroom.
Poop is
so
poop.
I went to the
Did you not
pantry.
understand that poop is poop?
Yeah, but
That's like calling this saddle a geode. This is a geode. It's beautiful and sparkles and shines, and this is old worn out leather that
There's
flies
a-
probably ate on.
there's a squirrel. And
Hey,
so
hey,
I had to
I got
go.
an idea.
I had to go to the bathroom.
Check that out. He's king of the mountain.
So-
King of the mountain. Run! Yeah! I'm so tired.
You are. So I had to go to the bathroom. So I went to the pantry. Forgot why I went to the pantry.
Did you go poop in the pantry?
No. I proceeded to go to the.
You didn't grab potato
went,
chips again
went
to
to
go
the bathroom.
to go to the bathroom.
And went to the bathroom and realized why I went to the pantry.
to get potato chips.
No, that's where we carry the spare toilet paper, and we had run out last time.
That didn't work out very
No,
good.
it didn't. No, it didn't.
Nope.
No,
Better
it
send
didn't.
this boy some toilet paper.
So I screamed out and I yelled through the house. I said, "Can somebody bring me some TP?" And my wonderful daughter, she slips 2 pieces of paper under the door. One that had a T written on it and one that had a P written on it. And I think they get that
Had to
from
be Tahlequah.
Yeah, I think
Had
they
to
get
been
that from
Tahlequah.
their mother.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Saint Heidi.
I wouldn't do something like that. No.
I think you're wrong.
No. So And then we're going down the road, and my daughter rolled down the window on my truck the other day, and she was riding in the back seat. And I sent you that video. She was howling out the window like a dog at all the people that she went by.
It's like an old broken basset hound.
It was.
I said only his kid would do that. Because she learned it from you. Epically.
That might be true.
Not a little bit. I mean, it's 100% fashioned of her father.
So,
Loin. That she came.
We were
the loins right there.
when we were young and stupid.
Whoa!
We're
Whoa!
driving
Not
through-
we. No. You said we here, son. There's no we to this.
We're in Virginia. Have you ever driven in Virginia?
A lot.
In the back hills of Virginia.
West Virginia and Virginia both.
Hey, there's 2 flies in my cup at the same time.
Ugh. You're gonna make me throw up. I didn't even bring a cup out. I was so nervous. I was like,
So-
I'll be focusing on the flies on the cup. I won't get nothing done.
This is the backwoods of Virginia, and I remember going down this road, and these people were out in the yard, and you remember being like young and foolish, and you'd like yell out and something silly or something ridiculous out the window at people.
No, I had a reputation
Yeah.
with old.
Really?
Yeah,
They knew you just by your driving.
maybe.
Okay, so I remember going down this road and we yelled out at these people, and we didn't see that the road made a hard U-turn, and it turned right around and went right by the people again, because that's how the road was in Virginia. Are you okay with my drink?
Put a napkin on it, please. Good night. Oh, my
mercy.
gosh.
Oh mercy. But yeah, those are the good olden days. You can't even concentrate, can
No.
you? Because
No.
I'll finish this. Will that make you happier? No,
I don't know. You're weird. Just saying.
You know.
Don't tell me there's a fly in the bottom of that cup. Fly episode part 3. Well, you're the one joking last week you needed extra protein. I mean, you were the one, right?
Yeah.
Right?
There's nothing wrong with extra protein.
Not
you know,
with
they
the
gotta
fly.
live too.
Not one.
You know, this is we're conservationists here. We want to protect the welfare of the
squirrels. We want to
flies.
protect the squirrels.
So, a buddy of mine,
Squirrels are good.
he traps coon because they get into his horse feed and stuff. And he went out today, and he said that there was 2 coon in the one trap, and he has these big live traps, big box
Boy,
traps.
that's going to be difficult to get those out.
Boy, they get kind of angry.
We had a coon and a possum in the same trap one time. And that coon, I bet he was 30 pounds.
Really?
He was in a city trap. We had put a nuisance trap out for an elderly lady.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had a twofer. And that dang coon was so fat we couldn't even get out. So the possum was smart. It jumped out. We went to go release it, and it jumped right out, and it took off. And that coon was a hissing, and it was mad.
Oh, mercy.
It was mad.
You don't want to wrestle them. They get kind of mean.
It was a big one. I mean, it was like I'm not kidding you. It might have been bigger than 30 pounds. Big old boy, and he stunk. Oh my gosh. So I thought, well, self,
You know it's you talking because you recognize his voice?
we're gonna take him down there to the river, and we'll just open up the trap and he'll walk out. We'll just back up 100 yards.
Yeah. How'd that work out?
He didn't get him out. Door wide open. He was growling at the air.
Yeah. They get kind of growly.
So I go back over there, and I've got a beautiful leather glove on.
Yeah, we've learned from the squirrels those don't work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
they bite through.
There was a fly inside your cup. That's it.
That's right. I finished drinking it. It's empty. Here, I'll move it. Is that better?
So
Mercy
that
sakes.
stupid thing would not come out.
I'm glad we aren't getting paid for this. You wouldn't get any work done just hanging around me.
Yeah.
Okay, this coon wouldn't
So
come
I
out.
threw the trap back of the truck.
Yep. Still with the door open or door
Oh yeah,
closed?
it's completely
Okay.
open.
Okay.
Well, he decided that it was time to part ways. I don't know if you've been down there to the river on the Hamilton side, but you know that boat dock area below the dam there is pretty cool, but there is a little bit of a drop off there.
Yeah.
And I was parked fairly close to it. I thought, well, it'd be a good place to let him go. He's be down there by all that water and dead fish, and he won't be, he's close to town but not in town. He come running out of that trap like a bullet.
Really?
Shot off into that tailgate. So he launched. It was like he got shot out of a cannon.
Really?
He about made one good leap on that gravel and right off that little whoop, and into the water he went.
Really? They are good swimmers.
Yeah. I jumped in that truck because he come up out of that water and come at me.
Oh yeah. They get kind of vicious. You don't want to wrestle it.
He was upset.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's,
I've made some people upset before, and I think he might have been madder than them. I don't think he appreciated that bath.
There's that fine line of how far. It's like our wives. There's a fine line how far we
You push that
them.
line daily, though.
Sometimes I do. But the thing is,
sometimes or daily.
Well, sometimes daily.
No, every day daily. Just sometimes not a match as another day.
But the thing is, with my wife.
You realize you just admitted that.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I push her right to the edge, and sometimes
What happens if I push the squirrel to the edge?
Yeah, sometimes I just push a little bit further.
It's gonna fall.
It is.
Okay.
So
what happens when it falls?
She fell in love with me years ago.
She fell in love?
Yes, she fell.
Or
in
you
love.
tripped her?
Well, yeah.
Or you just tripped her up and then she fell? Better not answer that. She might be watching.
So I tell people,
You tell people.
I'm
a lot
not
of
the
stuff.
one you need to worry about.
I
if you
listen
break
to
in.
you tell like 100 people to my stuff.
I just
Stuff.
tell people to worry about her
Cautions.
if you break in, not me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I definitely my way
Because
in my house.
I'm worried that she's gonna take me and use me as like the beater stick to beat off somebody breaking in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I used to joke when I was the mayor, and I'm not a tiny man, and people get huff and puff and blow their house down attitude.
Yeah. Yep.
I said, "Oh, don't be afraid of me. You just need to be afraid of my wife."
Do you know where that huff and puff story comes from?
Not from me.
That was the story of the three little pigs.
Yeah.
You know where that story came from?
From the three pigs.
Well, it was an old Presbyterian minister. He was using it as a sermon illustration. He came up with the story of the three little pigs. Now we use it as like children's story and stuff. That came from a sermon illustration.
Not Sermon on the Mount that's coming up.
No, not Sermon on the Mount that's coming up here to Clark
I
County.
think we need to talk about that. Let's just
Yes.
bring that up real quick. Where are we going with this?
It's not.
Where's it at?
Well,
Come on now, tell
it's
the
at the
folks it's
Clark County Fairgrounds, right here in Clark County.
in Kahoka, Missouri. That's
It
also
is.
where our beautiful world headquarters is at.
And all these flies,
Yes.
they're here. And they might be down there. We're going to invite them down there to the fairgrounds, too.
Well, there probably will be because the Mule Festival's coming up.
Yeah, the Meal Festival will be after that.
Yeah.
We kind of lead
But
into
they
the Meal Festival.
pre-stage because they know it's coming.
Yes.
The county fair is coming up.
County Fair is coming up.
So then you'll have all good forms of poop. You have
Yeah.
goat poop, sheep poop, chicken poop, rabbit poop, cow poop,
Yeah,
some mule poop,
and a little bit of
donkey
horse poop. Yeah.
a lot of humanoid poop.
Yeah, we leave that in the porta johns, but the other stuff can go in the
If
garbage.
there's a line, they don't.
Well,
You know,
yeah.
underneath that bleacher there, I've seen a couple piles.
Oh, mercy. I don't want to hear those things. I don't want to hear those things.
Well, the poor kid, I think he had ate about 5 bags of cotton candy.
No.
And down the pants went.
No.
Right?
No.
Right at the time of the demolition derby.
Oh.
I got to turn around just in time to witness the spray and the screams of anguish.
Come on, man. This is a G-rated show.
Hey, I seen
That is terrible. That is absolutely terrible.
it. I didn't even tell my wife. I was like,
So
what do you say to that?
I need to tell you about.
What do you say to that? I mean, really?
I saw something like that just the other day, and it was awful. It was absolutely awful.
Yeah.
So
You know, if my kid eats too much
I
sugar,
was-
she just pukes.
I was at a public refreshment
Hey, you know
stand.
what? We're squirreled.
Yes,
Squirrel.
I was at a public
We were
refreshment
going to talk
stand.
about Sermon on the Mount.
I know, but you got me into telling that story,
Another story?
and
It's
I was at
almost
a
1 o'clock in the
public
morning.
refreshment stand,
Okay.
and this little kid,
Hurry
about
up.
10 years old. I mean, this
You're
is
10
public.
years old.
No, he was 10 years old.
You are.
And he ended up urinating right on one of their decorations right there. I was absolutely speechless. I couldn't say anything.
Did you high five him?
Nope. No.
I would have just turned around and smiled and
Nope.
left.
Nope. I didn't. Nope. It
You
wasn't
didn't tell
my
on
son.
him, did you?
Wasn't my son. No.
Okay.
Not my circus. Not
Just
my
your
monkey.
brothers?
Nope.
No, he lives kind of a long ways away.
Yeah, he lives a long ways away. So Sermon on the Mount's coming in the fairgrounds. This is a lot of people think, well, it's just going to be about Sermon on the Mount like out of Matthew. No, it's a Lou Sterrett is a world-renowned horse trainer, and he's going to be training a horse in the arena. And by the way, your wife volunteered you to be the rodeo clown.
I'm not
And
going to be here then.
Well, she volunteered you to come back and be the rodeo clown.
I don't think
And-
I'm here. I think I'm in like Pennsylvania or something.
That's out west.
No, that's
No?
east.
Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania.
You sure it's east?
Pennsylvania's east.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm positive. Been there a
Okay.
bunch.
All right. Punxsutawney Phil is out there too.
Okay.
You ever been there?
No.
Oh, it's a weird little town. But
I'll
anyway,
be 12 miles from the Hershey's factory.
you're out there by Punxsutawney. Bring me back some dark chocolate, please. I like dark chocolate.
Then I'd have to go get in line to go through there.
No, you just get dark chocolate. A big guy like you can budge your way to the front line. Like, kick those little kids out of the way.
No.
Yes, they don't
The
need it
kids
as
need
much
to
as
enjoy
you.
that.
Oh, I need my dark chocolate. So, Sermon on the Mount's coming in. Lou Sterrett, he'll be training a horse.
Who?
Lou Sterrett.
You said that so glubberly. I couldn't understand.
Lou Sterrett.
Okay.
You can't understand my enunciated.
Okay. And this guy is
lingo.
good with horses.
He's one of the top 3 world-renowned
What
horse trainers.
about training wives?
Well, I keep
No,
telling
I'm
him.
still wanting that dozer.
All right, so
So can we?
I'm
can-
not
can
going
you
to
fix
say
that?
anything here because your wife scares me, and my wife, I fear
They
her
hang out
sometimes
together.
too. Yes, I fear her sometimes
A lot.
too. Yeah, you know what my wife said earlier?
Boy, I don't
She
know.
said-
Whoa! I don't know if I want to know.
She said,
Does
if-
it involve our wives
if-
talking?
Yes, she said if I had been married to Erica, Erica would have killed me.
My wife would have killed you.
Yeah. I don't know
No,
why.
I'm sure.
I'm so sweet and charming.
No, I'm sure she'd have
So
killed you.
I had this little
You know
lady,
what? She would have. She went to the sale barn and bought like a dozen pigs,
dozen pigs.
and you'd have been gone.
Yeah, probably. I
When
had
she
this,
starts talking about pigs, I hide,
I had this little lady come up to me one
and they're
time.
not to eat, people.
She came up to me and she said, "I could never be married to you." And I said, "The feeling's mutual."
Did you really?
Yes, sir, Bob, I did.
Oh my goodness. The things you say. Well, finish Sermon on the Mount. We got
So,
squirrel.
Sermon on the Mount, he's
we
coming
ran
into the
away from
fairgrounds.
this poor conversation now. I think. Help us out. Make a comment.
Well, there's going to be food.
3 times?
There's
4?
well, yeah, three, 4 times. You get squirreled real easy.
Who?
No wonder you don't. You know
When?
what my wife said?
What?
You know what my wife
Why?
said? She said, "I can't talk to you when she's talking to you because I get you more off track than you already get. And she said, you're difficult enough to talk to. She said it's like talking to her own husband sometimes. I don't know what
I've heard that.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I get that.
Okay.
You know what her friend says though?
What?
I'm like a walking tornado.
You're like a walking tornado?
Yeah.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. I mean,
I was really shook up.
Were you?
Yeah. I talked about that for months.
It hurt your feelings?
My one feeling.
A big guy like you has feelings.
Yeah. When you're a big guy, there are bigger feelings.
Oh, mercy.
It might be one feeling, but it's a big feeling.
Oh boy, Sermon on the Mount, folks! You got to come out. You don't want to miss Sermon on the Mount.
When is it again?
August 19th and 20th at the fairgrounds.
In our town of our world headquarters.
In our town of Kahoka,
Missouri.
Yep, Clark County Fairgrounds. There's going to be food. There's going to be fun. There's going to be great horse training.
Hey,
what?
Your funnel cakes?
No, there's not going to be funnel cakes.
How can I talk my wife into not going on this trip if there ain't going to be no funnel cake?
I will go down.
You're wanting dark chocolate. I
go
can't
down
even get
to
a funnel cake?
Dollar General and get you a funnel cake. They
That-
probably don't have them, but I'll get you a funnel cake.
No.
Do you know what? Speaking of that, what's your favorite food at the fairs? Funnel cakes?
No. No.
Bloomin' onions.
Nope.
Oh man, those are the best.
Hey, can you finish
They
your
are
story?
the best. I did finish my story. Sermon on the Mount, August 19th and 20th at the fairgrounds.
And
Free
what's he
of
gonna
charge.
do?
He's going to be training horses. He's not going to be training wives.
But no funnel cake.
I told my wife she better
What about
not
a
die.
deep fat fried pickle?
Twinkies. Deep fried Twinkies.
You can't buy them no more. They're distinct. They're all petrified.
Yeah, they were petrified when they were new.
Okay. We don't own the rights to that.
You know, one of these episodes we're going to go on and talk about some of that, about how we've gotten so far in our culture about having the rights and owning the rights to say things.
So, I do rocks for a living. I dig rocks.
No.
Yeah.
Being a hard rock miner.
Hence the tools that are very broken and wore out.
I thought you...
This poor thing, I mean, I don't know. There's not a part really. It's almost completely been gutted. Everything's burned up, broken out, cracked, borrowed from other things just to put on the wall as a prop. So...
Is that what you and I are going to be one of
I
these
bought
days?
some petrified crabs from Madagascar.
Petrified crabs.
They're really cool.
Petrified crabs. Can you even call them a crab?
And I got shut down for selling live animals. Kid you not, in the middle of the sale, Facebook pulled the plug.
You know,
I'm going to assume one of my competitors was being ornery and did that. But I was selling petrified crabs in the stone matrix. And
we live in a...
I got a 30-day warning and a nice email, and it wasn't really nice. I'm being sarcastic.
Did you email them back?
No, because I doubt anybody reads it.
Oh, okay.
They're pretty one-sided. They're aware of the highway.
I had a teacher in school. You know how you can go to some
we got
supermarkets?
flagged over redneck a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we did. Did you get offended by that?
Kinda.
Really?
My neck is red.
Well, it is. It is. I had a teacher in school, and he taught the political government
They pray
class.
for you to pass to get out of there?
I had a couple teachers pass me because they didn't want to deal with me again.
Me
But this
too.
guy was this was in
It's
college.
just wrong.
Yeah. This guy was in college, and he got
You were
arrested.
like 12 when you went to college, Joe.
15.
15. Okay.
He got arrested.
Were you still picking your nose then?
Yeah, I still am now. But I don't pick anybody else's nose. I got in trouble for that. But anyways,
I got to ask St. Heidi about that.
I
bet you pick her nose and Charlie's.
my teacher, he got arrested. He was a really dear fella, but he got arrested for feeding the crabs at the one supermarket.
What?
Yeah, they were selling crabs, and he was worried that they weren't getting food in their tank, so he went and opened the tank up and put food in there.
Would you put like a ribeye in there?
No, he put whatever crabs eat, whatever.
What do they eat? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Well, my crabs
crab food.
were stoned.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
They ain't eat nothing.
They weren't really hungry.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But these were because they're live crabs.
So he really fed them.
He did. He really fed them. That was kind of interesting. But yeah, you weren't. They had to put signs up after that. Don't feed the crabs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you feed them like Twix?
Snickers. Reese's.
Wheat Thins?
Reese's, or maybe Wheat Thins, but they float though. The crabs don't swim very well.
Oh, they'll sink in a minute.
Will they?
Yeah.
Oh.
I skipped
Kind of
some.
like a flying.
When I was at the river last week, I was skipping some in the water.
See?
Then they would sink, or the fish would eat them. Hey,
You were really bored.
my doctors, not one but both, they wanted to skip stuff in the water
And all you had
in our
were
beautiful
Wheat Thins.
Mississippi River.
And all you had were Wheat Thins.
Well, I didn't want to
Seriously,
bend over
man.
to pick up the rocks.
I saw you try to bend over and light some fireworks.
Yeah,
That was
it's
a
not
long ways down there.
good. Not good, folks.
I was worried about having to get you back up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
That's fact, Jack.
yeah, that is fact. That is
Yep.
fact. That happens.
Yeah, my back don't like it.
No,
And in my hip, my left hip. Ooh,
boy,
get a pain.
I
Go
got
down
it.
the back of my thigh.
I got into exercising.
You did.
I did.
Yeah.
I do one sit up a day. I get up in the morning. That's half. I lay down at night. That's the other half.
Go grab that thing for a day. I'll give you an exercise.
So I started a new workout routine.
Oh boy, I'm
Yep.
gonna sneeze.
Yep.
You ready?
So I started a new workout routine. You're gonna sneeze. You're gonna knock the poor squirrel off. So I take a 5-pound potato sack in each
Uh-huh.
hand, and I start lifting them with each hand, and I graduate to 10-pound potato sacks,
Uh-huh.
and then I finally got up to 50-pound potato sacks, and I lift them with both hands.
Uh-huh.
Next week I'm gonna start by putting some potatoes in them.
Uh-huh. I figured you were gonna say that. Yeah, because you said just a sack. You didn't say
you're
potatoes.
kind of jealous of my my weightlifting routine, aren't you? On that note, though, I was in a store and I like the clearance
wait,
rack.
Wait a minute. So you're gonna
Do
pick
I
up
need
these bags of air.
Do I need to get the 50-pound bags of air are heavier than the 10-pound bags of air?
You grab 2 of these, one for each hand, and you operate that for a while. Then I'll tolerate your stories.
So I was in the store.
Wait
they had,
a minute.
I don't know what store.
Don't say.
So
They
on
might
the
kick
clearance
you out the
rack-
next time you go
on the
to the
clearance
parking
rack,
lot.
they had a dumbbell on the rack. One dumbbell. Now my curious question is where the other dumbbell went, but I have no idea. Maybe it was the one.
Were you
looking
the
at-
dumbbell that bought
Well,
it?
I thought about it. 80-pound dumbbell.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with an 80-pound dumbbell?
You know what they work great for?
Besides put it as a weight in the back of your truck.
No. Tents. They hold your tent down. Your little gazebo.
I'd have to haul my wife around to help carry that dumbbell for me.
Oh, it's 80 pounds.
It is 80 pounds.
Pick up a 100-pound geode. You'll think that's light.
I'd have to have her come around with me to help me do that too.
No. Come on. You've got a young back.
No. You're only as old as you feel.
Well, I feel old.
And my back feels old some days too.
Okay. It's past our curfew here.
It is.
It's
We'll have to- we'll have to
we're
do
well
a-
into 4th of July.
We'll have to do a story sometime about how when I go walking down through the house, my wife, she starts mocking me and walking behind me and walking all crooked like that and walking behind me, make fun of me. She's really mean to me sometimes. Can you believe that?
No, I can't.
Oh, mercy. You need to hang out
She's a
with her.
saint. I do hang out with her. She works here.
And she picks on me a lot, too.
She don't mean.
She hurts my feelings a lot. She gotta be nice to you.
No,
Yeah, you write her paychecks.
I don't. Karen does.
Well, it is our pastor curfew. It is
It's like
July
1 o'clock
4th.
in the morning.
Well, yeah. It is July 4th, Independence Day. What a great day to celebrate. What a great day to remember our founding fathers. We have the freedom to be able to do this, talk about our faith, talk about our beliefs.
our family,
talk about our family,
our fun lives,
our wonderful wives, that they
Our
let us
blessed-
do this.
our blessed wives.
Do they consider themselves blessed? Maybe when we're not around they do. But it's,
I asked Mama Bear, I said, you feel blessed every month you write out my life insurance policy payment?
I asked my wife if
You're not praying when you're writing that check out.
I asked my wife, I said, if I fall over with a heart attack, how soon before you call 911? She said, as soon as I can get the plane tickets bought for Cancun. So,
Oh, mine wants to move to Portugal.
Portugal, Spain.
And then tonight she was talking about Bali.
She was asking me where she could get some pigs.
No,
So I'd be a little bit worried.
I think that was Heidi asking for you.
Well, that might have been true too.
Saint Heidi. That beautiful saint.
So,
You know, if you would wear that shirt with her, when her new work uniform gets here, that blue and white outfit, you'd match. You look like
We would.
Twinkies.
I got a picture on my phone. We tried to go out the house the other day, and I'm the one that put the shirt on first, but we have matching shirts, and somehow that morning we both picked them out. I said, there ain't no way we're going to town looking matched like this. So I went and changed. But it's amazing to be able to live in the country we live in, be able to do these things, be able to have freedoms, at least the freedoms we still have now. As long as we don't say things like redneck or
Petrified crabs.
petrified crabs or did you call them pet crabs like you do other things like pet wood and pet
Well, I
crabs?
think that was a problem. I was saying pet crab.
Pet crabs. Yeah, that is a problem. When I hear that, I automatically
But
assume.
they were very stony based.
My first question was, does it come with a leash?
They were been extra crunchy.
Extra crunchy.
Yeah. Well,
So-
folks, happy 4th of July. I know we'll post this later in the week, but thanks for watching. Y'all have a blessed week, and God bless America. Happy Independence Day.
See y'all.
World headquarters.